welcome to the 10 Minutes on the Fly, part 2 for the day of today. I wanted to come back on to this platform and let you know the potential for YouTube is actually more voluminous volume over, what's that place? TikTok. Not only is it more informative and educative, you have an ability to download longer videos where it's actually a long story, but every app really has its personality and ability to assist a business or a person who's teaching something. So what people are doing now is they don't have anything to back up who they are as people. They don't have fitness, the ability to do fitness, although they're proclaiming they're fitness influencers. They are just born, they're young. I mean, think about it when you were young and how thin you were and going to the gym once or twice. And now you're going to try to teach someone who's overweight, you're going to try to teach them how to get into shape. That just doesn't work. Not to mention you're going to teach on a 3-minute video. Still doesn't work. So the capability on YouTube associated with TikTok is advertising. So I've been utilizing the platform. I guess I should probably switch over to this platform more so than to utilize TikTok. However, the volume ability to be seen over on TikTok is more accessible if you're in the socialite community. People really, they actually develop the inability to watch a video that's longer than a minute, especially if they don't like you, which most of them they don't like. That's why you can only tolerate them for a minute or less than a minute. So having the volume of, well, there's a lot of things I like about TikTok. So I love TikTok for the, I'm like a guru at the usage of the TikTok, what do you call it? I'm a guru at using all the additives, the features, there's some things that I still don't know, but putting it all together and creating an experience for someone, I'm very, very good at it. I'm very good at it. Although I haven't really been doing it too much lately because I've been trying to educate on the platform as well as expose individuals. So it really blocks me from my creativity. It's very, very toxic over there. So you want to know that you're going into a battleground when you're going over to TikTok. You're in a battle zone. You're dealing with people like Mona Van, who literally, I promise you, if you go through her YouTube page and you take a look at her Twitter page, you are learning absolutely nothing. She's like the dumbest person on the planet. Let's just put it that way. She's so dumb, y'all. She tells you that you need to eat more Japanese potatoes because they look like white potatoes. And then she doesn't even show herself putting them in the oven or how many degrees or how long to cook them. And she just shows the final product and says, eat more Japanese potatoes. Or how about fresh herbs? And how you should take the time to take the stalks and take them off the herbs. Guess what? It still takes just as much time to take a bottle out of the cabinet, open up the top, and then dump it out on your stuff. It takes an extra 20 seconds to do herbs. Yet that's the walk into her video because she ain't got nothing to teach. Okay, so you want to get that. But these folks on that platform, TikTok, ain't up to anything except for trying to find the man to fuel their companies and their business to get one over on you. And the men are willing to do it. So don't be that person. Do not be that person because you will suffer in the end. So will your community. And who's the most important person? Who is the most important person in your, when it comes to your business? Aside from yourself, aside from God and yourself, who is it? Your customers, your clients, your community. You do not want to invite toxic behavior like that near them. The cleanup on what you have to do in association to people like that is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. What else? The other thing about this platform is you can run ads as as shorts, YouTube shorts, which are new and interesting because there's new filters, there's music, there's different lightings that are not on TikTok, and you can create them very quickly. I don't think you can talk on your shorts, which is weird, but it's always evolving, right? And then you can create long content. Now, when you're creating longer content, you want it to be interesting, meaning if you're engaged, if you're feeling bored, your audience is feeling bored. If you're uninterested in what you're talking about, then get interested in it and repurpose your content to some way or locate. It might even be the location of creation of making it interesting. How are you going to do that? That's why creation is up to you. That is actually the whole point of this whole content creator thing. These people do not evolve themselves. The content creators that you're seeing are manipulators. They're not moving their community, they're controlling them. They're hypnotizing them. That is not going to work well long term when it comes to the infants becoming adults. You want to really understand that. That means when Miss Rachel's creating her content and she's dumbing down society because she wants to be famous working with the Democrats, that's not going to be so great in 30 years when those infants are now adults. People don't think into the future. They are only thinking about themselves. So your job is to create content that is an experience for people in intention of what is your intention. And you always go back to what your intention is, not your why. Your why has been played out. Well, my why is to help people. That's actually a facade of what it actually is. You're helping people is actually for you to make money and get clout. So if you really want to evolve your why into something more significant, you need to really actually take a look at what your why is. Why are you doing this? Well, I've got a lot of information I want to teach people because I want those people out there to learn something, to get something, and to show them a new thought pattern of freedom. And I just made that up because my why, I don't really have a why. Your why could be because it's fun. Your why is because you want to make money, but those are separate goals aside from content creation, meaning down the line, you're going to want to have an accountant who's going to give you a salary. And that's at least what I occur and what I want for myself because I don't want to look at the numbers. Obviously, you need to have a stake in that, but you need to take a look at your content creation as a separate thing from the money that's being made from it. And if you can do that, then you're golden. Because money won't matter to you, but your people will matter to you. And I promise you, if your people matter to you and they can see that they matter to you and that you're up to good things for them, everything will work out just fine in the money categories. We're actually at 8 minutes now. Is there anything else, Willful Wizard, that you would like to say to everybody? You want to make friends with your audience, Willful Wizard said. It's very hard right now to have a friend of anyone because you can't trust anyone. It's why nobody's content community is actually a community, because you're all battling each other within the community. It's very hard to be friends with someone who's constantly sending you knives to the chest or bullets to the head. You will receive that. 9/11. That's because Mona Van just tried to bomb me again. But guess what? I've also created new skills as you evolve in the industry to know that you are more powerful than those people because God is on your side. I always like to bring that up because I have evolved quite a bit since the beginning of where I started. And I promise you that you will too. And it isn't just going viral overnight, because that is not, I promise you, the way that you want to go. Although you don't want it to take 6 years either. You don't want it to take 20 years either. Because at that point, you're like, well, let me just give up. So obviously people aren't up to what I'm up to, which is really good stuff. They've turned. We just hit 10 minutes, y'all. We made it. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thanks for joining me on the podcast. I'm going to spend another 30 seconds telling you thank you for being on the podcast, which is always the most boring part of the whole podcast. Thanks for being on the podcast. This is a manipulation. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel, but only like and subscribe and share to the channel if you like the content, if you're getting something out of the content, if you're enjoying the company, if you're practical in knowing that I am not interested in hooking up with you, because that is something that women as content creators have to constantly deal with you psychopaths. That's pretty entertaining for someone who's asking you to like, subscribe, and share, isn't it? Thanks again. Tell your mom. Hello. Hey, Mom. I want you to subscribe and like and share my friend. Her name is Cassandra, and she's on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I would love to. Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, bye.